Hey, hi, welcome to my YouTube channel again. In today's video, I'm going to explain you how to install Windows 11 on a Raspberry Pi 5. In order to install Windows 11 on Raspberry Pi 5, we need uh, external hard drive, we need SD card, and we need the card reader. So the process is going to be very simple. There is a open source project which says vorprojects.com. We are going to load a custom bootloader to the SD card. It's a UEFI bootloader which I'm going to load to the SD card, and then we're gonna use the Windows imager for Raspberry Pi 5 to image Windows 11 on the you need the external hard drive. Okay, so first what we're going to do is that we're going to download the custom bootloader. So I will share this link in the description box below. You go to this link, you click on the latest version here, and you download the custom bootloader. And then you need to download the Raspberry Pi 5 imager. This is just to format the SD card to the FAT32 format, and then you go to the vorprojects.com, and then you download the Windows on Raspberry Pi imager, and then you need to download the Windows 11 file. So how do you download the file? Is again you go to the vorproject.com, you go to guides, and in guide you select the getting Windows image. Again, there are two ways that you can do that. The one way is that you use their inbuilt tool to download the image, or you can download the image using UUP dump. Okay, so the first way is that you go to this downloader, you select the version of your Windows, you select the build, you select the architecture. So Raspberry Pi is actually use ARM64 architecture, so we're going to select ARM64, and then I'm going to select the version as a client, and then the language is going to be English United Kingdom, and then it's around the file size is around 6.8 GB. You click on download, and it will start the download, and image will get downloaded into download folder. That is one way of downloading the Windows 11 file for Raspberry Pi 5. Other way is that you go to this UUP dump, you go to downloads, you select your version of Windows, which is Windows 11, and I'm going to select 23H2, and then again I'm going to select the ARM64 build. I'm going to keep the language as a English United States, and click on next. And here what will happen is that if you click on next, it basically will ask you to select the edition. I'm gonna keep only Windows 10 Pro and click next, and once you do that, it will create a download package for you, and once you click on download the package is getting package will get downloaded on your download folder. And once the package is downloaded, you can extract that package. Yep, so this is my package. I'm gonna extract it. It is extracted, and once you have extracted the package, you will have something called as a UUP download. You just right click on it, and you can run that file, and once you run it, it will download the required image on your machine. Okay, I have already done that, so I go to C drive. I've copied that file. I have extracted that file in the C drive, and here I have run this file automatically, and after running the file, the ISO image is already downloaded here. So once this is done, what are we going to do is that we're going to search for the Raspberry Pi 5 imager. So this is the imager, and I'm going to connect. So I've connected my um, SD card to my machine. Now I'm going to select that SD card from the storage. It's a 120 GB SD card, and I click on choose OS. Again, I'm using the Raspberry Pi images only to the format my card to a FAT32 format. You can also do that from the Windows Explorer, but I will prefer using a Raspberry Pi imager because it is a little safer process. I click on yes, and now it is formatting my SD card to a FAT32 format. So now my SD card is already SD card is formatted to a FAT32 format. Now what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to load this UEF5 custom bootloader to my SD card. The process is very simple. You extract that file and then you copy this 3 file to the SD card, and once you have done that, it's done. Now the final part of this video is that we have to burn the Windows image to the external hard drive. Again, the process is very simple. We have already downloaded the imager tool on our machine. You extract that file, and then you you double click on that VOR file, and once you do that, it will open a window like this. Now you have to connect the external device to the computer. Okay, so now I have connected my external drive to my computer. Now I'm click on next. I'm going to select the device. The device is yes, it's a 240 GB SSD drive. I'm going to select this drive. Again, there are two options here. You can select the Raspberry Pi 4 or 2 and 3. If you are using Raspberry Pi 4 or 4B, you can select the second option. Since I'm using Raspberry Pi 5, I'm going to select the first option and then click on next. Now it will ask me to select an image. So there are 3 dots here. I click on the 3 dots, and the file is already downloaded in my desktop file. So this is the ESD file. This is a Windows 11 ESD file. I'll double click on it, and once it is loaded, then you will have an option here to select the Windows. Now here you have multiple options to select the Windows. I'm going to select Windows 11 Pro build and click on next. It is going to download all the drivers and everything, and I click on install. Now it will format my external hard drive or SSD drive, and it will install the Windows 11 on it. And now I'm also going to plug in my SD card to my Raspberry Pi 5. And the installation speed depends on the what type of hardware you are using. Since I'm using SD card, the performance is a little faster. If you use a flash drive, then you might experience some latency there. Okay, so now the process has been completed of imaging Windows 11 on external SSD. Now we're going to remove the SSD from my computer, and I'm gonna plug in into my Raspberry Pi 5. Okay, so now the formatting has been completed, where we have image Windows 11 on the external SSD or external hard drive, whatever you want to call, you can call out. Now let's connect the SSD to Raspberry Pi and SD card as well. And keyboard and mouse. Okay, so now everything is plugged in. Now I'm going to switch on the Raspberry Pi 5 and here we go, and it's doing its stuff. It's actually loaded the UEFI custom BIOS that we have on the SD card. Now it's trying to load the Windows 10. So I'm not gonna touch it. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna leave it as it is, and I will wait for it to do its magic. Voila! Now we have Windows 11 running on a Raspberry Pi 5. I'm going to quickly set this up for us. I will keep the country United States and click yes, and I'll keep everything as default. I'm not going to do any changes. Keep it. Okay, so I do not have any network plugged into my Raspberry Pi 5, so I will try to skip this. Just give me a sec. I'm gonna hold shift and then F10. It will open a command prompt on my Raspberry Pi 5. I'm gonna okay, now I'm going to type here OOBE slash now I'm going to type I'm trying to skip this network setup, so let's see if this command works. Okay, so I think that command really worked, because earlier I did not have an option which says I don't have internet, but I'm getting this option right now, so I'm going to select I don't have internet and continue with the limited setup. I accept. What is your name? I'm going to name it as a Pi. Click next. Password is also, I'm going to keep it Pi. Next. Again Pi. Next. I'm gonna, this is not on my production environment, so I'm just doing this for a video purpose. So I'm gonna just keep everything as a Pi and proceed further. Next, and I accept. Now the Windows is getting ready for me. So if you're watching till here, I really want to thank you for your time and patience. And now you can see the Windows 11 has been installed on a Raspberry Pi 5. My Raspberry Pi 5 is 8 gig. So here we have all the information which is related to my Raspberry Pi 5. Thank you so much for your time. I'll see you in the next video.